What on earth is going on between Jay Williams and Kevin Durant? Let's break it down on This Day in Sports. Jay Williams, a colleague as well as a co-host of Kevin Durant's show The Boardroom, had a few things to say about Kevin Durant that caught him off guard, got him a little heated to say the least, and KD claims it's all a big lie. Here's what happened. Jay was on ESPN's morning show Get Up, hosted by Mike Greenberg, better known as Greeny, when he told a story about Kevin Durant that got KD riled up. Jay Williams tells a story that took place a few years ago at a holiday party that they were both at when KD confronted Jay about a comment he made on an ESPN segment earlier that day that he was not a fan of. Jay said on the segment that if Kevin Durant and Anthony Davis had a baby, it would be like Giannis, physicality-wise.
Anthony Davis and we had Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I said, you know what, Anthony Davis and KD would have a baby. The similarities physicality-wise would be like Giannis.
According to Jay Williams, KD came up to him at this holiday party and told him, "Don't you ever compare me to Giannis again."
I go to the holiday party, Kevin Durant comes up to me and says, yo, don't you ever compare me to Giannis. Don't you ever compare me to Giannis. I said, KD, what are you talking about?
Jay followed up his story by saying that now Giannis is a personal matchup for Kevin Durant because he wants to show the world that Giannis is not on his level. A basketball fan page on Instagram posted a quote from Jay's story. KD comes across this IG post and comments on it that it's a complete lie and that Jay Williams can never speak for him ever. Steven Jackson later randomly injects himself into the mix to back up KD, vouching for him by saying Kevin Durant would never say anything like that, and he does not like to engage in player comparison conversation. The morning after, Jay Williams made a statement that included that he stands by his story. So, all this we do know. What we don't know is who's telling the truth, and we probably never will. But let's take a look at the details for a case that can be made on both sides. The first thing Jay will mention was that KD told him not to compare him to Giannis at the holiday party. Is it possible that KD was enjoying himself at the party and maybe forgot about the whole thing years later? Do a lot of people say things at parties that they don't remember years later? Definitely. That said, why would Kevin Durant go out of his way to say it's a lie if the story was true? It wasn't an insult to KD or Giannis. Plus, Kevin Durant notoriously does not like being part of player conversations, especially player comparison conversations. He's been very open about that on his podcast, The Etceteras. On the flip side, KD hating player comparison conversations could be the same reason why he'd tell Jay Williams to stop comparing him to any player, period. While we'll never know what truly happened, this made for an interesting conversation among fans on This Day in Sports. Subscribe to keep up with everything you need to know on This Day in Sports.